Yes, ladies and gentlemen, episode 70 of Pokemon Rising titled Tinkatink's Hammer Was Not Built in a Day just dropped, and in this episode, Dot's Tinkatink evolves. How? Let's find out. Our heroes are headed to Crystal Pool, but on their way, they're scared by a Bombirdier dropping things next to them. Turns out, Bombirdier are rambunctious Pokemon who would like to see people get scared by loud noises. Later, Tinkatink finds a metal piece on the floor that is super strong and starts hammering away at it. Lego acknowledges that Tinkatink's hammer recently has gotten much longer. It's pretty noticeable. And Dot says that when Tinkatink starts hammering things, she gets super locked in and nothing can distract her. Even when Bombirdier, who sees Tinkatink hammering away, comes back and drops loud bomb plastic thingies next to Tinkatink, Tinkatink doesn't even react to its explosion because it's so focused. Eventually, Bombirdier gets annoyed and drops a pine cone on our heroes along with Tinkatink and takes the metal plate away. Tinkatink begins chasing after it, including talking to a bunch of Pokemon in the area to try and find out where the Bombirdier might have went to. Eventually, it trips and falls while looking for it and cries for a while. However, it gets back up, and it hears Bombirdier dropping the metal thing near Pokemon and scaring them. After scaring it with Macargo, Bombirdier drops off the metal in its pile nest before going to drink water. Dot spots it, and also sees Tinkatink going towards it. Tinkatink goes into the pile and starts looking for that piece of metal again. But before Bombirdier can stop Tinkatink, Dot has Quaxwell stop it. Tinkatink then finds the piece of metal it was looking for earlier and continues to hammer away at it. When Dot has Quaxwell sent back a pan that Quaxwell got hit with earlier with Water Gun to hit Bombirdier, Bombirdier falls before terrestrializing in the overworld. Dot is surprised that it can do that here in Kitakami, which is going to be important moving forward. But for now, Dot decides that she can terrestrialize her Quaxwell to battle. However, before she can, a massive boulder drops right behind her and she loses focus and the Terror Orb. It's another Bombirdier, its friend, and the battle has now become a 2v1. Quaxwell tries to fight off the two while Dot looks for her Terror Orb, and Tinkatink continues to hammer away. Eventually, Tinkatink finishes making her hammer, but it's so much heavier and bigger than before. She's struggling to pick it up. When she sees that Quaxwell is struggling 2v1, she tries to help out only to fail. Then, it picks itself back up and picks up the hammer that it was struggling to pick up earlier. And as she does, a blue light begins surrounding Tinkatink. It's evolving. Tinkatink evolves into a Tinkatuff. Now, Tinkatuff is able to carry around the hammer, and it's able to send back the rocks that Bombirdier was throwing at Quaxwell. Then, Dot has her two Pokemon work together. She has Quaxwell block the rocks that the Bombardiers are sending before Tinkatink hits one of the Bombirdier with Brutal Swing. And then, Quaxwell sends back another rock from the terrestrialized Bombirdier from Low Kick, only for Tinkatuff to use Play Rough to do massive super effective damage to it since it's a Dark type, Terror type, and KO. The overworld terrestrialization disappears, and the two Bombirdier fly away. When Dot sees how much Tinkatuff has worked for her hammer, she's proud and gets a tear in her eye. They head back to the group with everyone, and our heroes look up Tinkatuff. The episode ends with Tinkatuff working on her hammer even more, showing that she still wants to grow further. I love evolution episodes like this. It feels like Tinkatink really earned her evolution. She worked hard for her hammer and was rewarded justly. I know I skipped a few things in the episode, like the interactions between the Pokemon in the wild, or the Rising Voltacklers mingling with the people of Kitakami Village. That's because it really didn't feel important. The best thing about those is just seeing the interaction between the Kitakami Nurse Joy and Molly. But besides that, the episode was really focused on Tinkatink and her trials and tribulations that led to her evolution. If this was the game, this would be like the second trial if you did the Arven story. The Bombirdier makes it feel like that too, and I really think the writers did that on purpose. They wanted to give Tinkatink a worthy evolution which she earned to a fan favorite Pokemon, and I think they did a good job. This makes it so that now all of our heroes have a Pokemon that have at least evolved once in their party, showing the growth of all of our trainers and their Pokemon. Overall, a really nice episode that progresses our hero's strength. But what about you guys? What did you guys think about this episode? Let me know in the comments down below. Other than that, be sure to like, share, subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at PdGaming, and that's it. I will talk to you guys later. Peace.